Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to finish this project by adding our parapet walls and adjusting our floor slabs and more. So what we can do is we can hide some of the elements here. For example, I'm going to hide the rooms here. So I can select the rooms and click on hide category. Similarly, the furniture here as well, so that our project is more clean. I can also hide the grids for now. I'll leave it on later. Now we'll need to keep our DWG file because we'll need to use that as a reference while adjusting our model. All right, so start off, let's edit the ground floor slab. Now, if you're not able to select your ground floor slab, you can just hover over your wall here and then use tab twice to select your ground floor slab. And then let's click on edit boundary. In this case, I'll need to delete these two lines here and then trim our line because we are extending our slab all the way to the edge. Similarly here as well, we need to extend this, so we can draw some lines here above our DWG file or our ground floor. So I'm just going to draw some lines here. Perfect. And then we can split this line. So we have the split tool here, SL. Let's split this line and then let's use the trim tool to trim off these lines. So I'm just going to split all of these lines here. Perfect. I can delete this line here and trim and extend this line to this edge. Perfect. Now let's finish edit mode. So we've added our ground floor slab. Let's quickly check this in our 3D view as well. All right. Now what we can do is we can add the parapet walls here. So let's go to our first floor slab top. So this is our first floor slab top. Now you can notice we can see the walls here. So we can use that as a reference. By the way, these walls need to sit below the floor slab here. So if you select the wall, it has to actually sit below the floor slab. So we can use the tab select on our keyboard. So use tab select and select all the external walls. Or what you can do is, let's isolate this category and let's select all our walls here. We can give a top offset of -6 inches because our slab is 6 inches. We can give a slab top offset of 6 inches. So our unconnected height of the wall is 9 feet 6 inches. So now after we are done with that, we can reset temporary height and isolate. So you can notice our slab is 6 inches and now our wall sit right below the slab. That's how it will be constructed as well. Now once we had the columns and more, we'll need to adjust the walls further, but that is for another time. Once we get into the structural design of this course, that will be another course. In this course, we're focusing more on the architectural part. All right, so now what we can do is create our parapet walls here. So let's activate the wall tool. Let's select the right wall type. Now in this case, we can search for generic 200 mm. So this was the wall thickness that we used in the DWG drawing. And then what you need to do is you need to remove the top constraint, set it to unconnected, and set the unconnected height to 3 feet. So our height of the parapet wall is 3 feet. Now the location line is going to be from finish face exterior, or we can also use interior here. So finish face interior, and we'll use it as a chain, and we can start from this point here. So I'm going to click here to start drawing, go all the way up. Then go all the way to the right and then to the bottom here. Similarly, I can select this point here. So tap escape once and then you can start drawing at another location as well. So at this location, tap escape again once and then let's draw from this location. You can also tap the space bar if you like to switch your wall or mirror your wall while drawing it. Important is that the symbol stays outside, which means that this is the external side of the wall and this would be the internal side. Perfect. So now let's check this in 3D. So we have added our parapet walls here. Now here what we're going to do is we're going to add our railings here. So we'll use the railing tool in another video, probably in the next video. But for now, we've sort of completed this house by adding our parapet walls and adjusted the slab here as well. Now what we need to do is very interesting, is adding a external plaster and an internal plaster in Revit 2026. Now in the new version, they've made it easy to add internal and external plasters. Maybe we can do that in the next video. So we'll focus only on plaster work in the next video. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.